You got 7 other cases pending?
Those are Tyler, somewhere in Tyler.
I don't care if they're,
I'm going to address.
as long as they're on this planet.
I think
I mean, you're committing crimes here. You can go to prison for a long time if you added all this stuff up. And you got a child at home?
that's right.
Yeah,
Yes, sir.
come on. But on one hand, you say, well, I'm suffering because one of my children were taken away from me, but you have a child at home that's you're responsible for, and you've got all these crimes? That doesn't make any sense. Sam Smith, that is you. Present, your attorney, Mr. Kimber, and the state's attorney. Earlier. Earlier, you pleaded to the 3rd-degree felony of evading arrest, or detention with a motor vehicle. That's a 3rd-degree felony, which carried with it up to 10 years in prison. The agreement here is that whatever sentence shall not exceed a cap of 5 years in prison. So we are looking at no less than 2, no more than 5 years confinement in prison. Deferred or unadjudicated probation can be assessed. You know, about to sneeze on. The pollen is out there, folks. Also, you could be sentenced to no less than 2, no more than 5 years confinement in prison. That sentence could be suspended and you could be placed on regular probation for up to 10 years in length. I think those are your 3 options there. And a pre-sentence report has been prepared and the parties had an opportunity to review it. And are there any corrections or changes to it?
We reviewed it, no objections, sir.
All right, it's made a part of the record for all purposes. Go ahead, state can go first and we'll let Mr. Kendall have.
I'll reserve, Your Honor, and allow.
Go ahead.
Defense to go first.
Your Honor, I don't know that Mr. Ham's recommendation would be subject to the pre-sentence report. I would just observe that there doesn't appear to be anything in the pre-sentencing report that would be indicative of some sort of really egregious evading. I think what happened here is that the defendant panicked, was probably not in the best mental state at the time this occurred, and didn't.
Why not?
Well, and that's what I was going to address further on. As I get along with it, poor decision-making capacity on her part. I think that there was no issue as far as contraband being in the vehicle that she was intending to evade, the search of the vehicle, another felony case, other felony prosecutions. Additionally, she didn't have a warrant. There was really no good reason for her to be made other than just poor decision-making and perhaps mental stress.
Mental stress for what?
I'll let her address that. I don't know. Been talking to Council that she's indicated now. As far as the specifics of that, cost factors. I note that in the pre-sentence report, moral recognition therapy is recommended. Actually, research what moral recognition therapy is. It's a 12 to 16 week course that involves group sessions and individualized counseling designed to the codate portion of that to address.
Well, we do it regularly.
Decision.
We have it ordered in a regular fashion.
I believe it's what appears.
I hear it's supposed to be effective.
An efficacious program, and as far as aiding her in making better decisions and engaging in better decision-making processes, her cognitive abilities before making decisions. There also seems to be an ethical or moral element to this. Program, which also probably would be beneficial to her, although I'm not sure about moral imperatives of stopping to interface with law enforcement. I suppose there might be a moral implication of that too. And of course, that would be addressed in the program. And I think that's something she would benefit from. The aider making better decisions in the future. I'll defer to Ms. Smith to maybe give the court a better idea of what our thought processes were at the time these offenses occurred. You want to tell them?
Well, there's an elephant in the room here. The elephant in the room is
substance abuse.
you got 7 other cases pending.
Those are Tyler, somewhere in
I
Tyler.
don't care if they're,
I'm going to
as
address,
long as they're on this planet.
I think that what's going to
I
happen
mean-
there, and talking with the prosecutors, they're looking at what the court's going to do here. It's going to be all it does.
Well, and this is a fact here. I just want to make sure you were on probation from Orange County when you committed this offense, correct? You have to speak out.
Yes,
So she can.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Sorry.
Okay. So you're on probation for a illegal possession of controlled substance. It looks like some kind of it's a state jail felony. Then you commit this offense and thereafter being placed on probation, and then your probation was revoked. It looks like a year ago or so, February a year ago,
Yes,
correct? And you were sentenced to 18 months in the state jail.
Yes, sir.
Did you complete that sentence? When did you complete it?
Um,
You must have had some additional time already.
yes, sir, I did. I got out, last summer.
Oh, you didn't spend long, is what
Yes,
you're
sir.
saying? Okay. So you're on probation, and then that was revoked, and then you were sentenced 18 months on that one. Then it looks like all of these are the same. Well, there's not all the same date. You got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 burglaries of a building, burglaries of habitation, engaging organized criminal, tampering and fabricating with physical evidence,
That should be Tyler County.
and possession of a controlled substance. All in, the date of offense is February 16th of 23. And that was, it looks like before you were placed on probation in Orange County that was later revoked till last year. And then those are all pending cases. Those haven't been disposed of yet?
That's correct, Your Honor.
Oh,
So,
I'm representing them.
okay. Then you've got this new evading arrest or detention with a motor vehicle, the 3rd-degree felony that pops up, and it is committed on November 12th of 2024 after you were on probation for that Orange County case. And after it's alleged you committed 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 offenses out of Tyler County that are pending. Then, I didn't even talk about the misdemeanors, Richard. You got evading arrest or detention pending in Tyler County. A failure to identify in Tyler County. And then you receive 30 days in jail for a theft of property, I guess here in Jefferson County. Is that right?
yes, sir.
What's all this all about?
I had lost my daughter and I was kind of spiraled out of control.
When?
Let's see, about 4 years ago.
What was the date?
When I lost my daughter.
Yes.
But
You certainly know that.
No, she didn't.
We all know when
No,
we lose a
it's
child,
CPS.
exactly the moment that happened.
Well, it wasn't, she didn't pass or nothing. It was to CPS. I lost her to CPS.
Oh,
Yes. So,
why?
because her father, got caught with drugs. So,
Because of her father? You
well,
lost?
yes, sir. So she,
That's not the way it works.
well, he had said that I was a dangerous child.
Well, they must articulated some reason.
Right.
Okay. Nonetheless, so do you have any children? Ask.
I have 13-year-old.
That's in your care.
Yes, sir.
What about that? I mean, you're committing crimes here. You can go to prison for a long time if you added all this stuff up. And you got a child at home?
That's right, Lyle.
Yeah,
Yes, sir.
come on. But on one hand, you say, well, I'm suffering because one of my children were taken away from me, but you have a child at home that's you're responsible for, and you've got all these crimes? That doesn't make any sense. Ma'am?
I was kind of hanging around the wrong people.
Whose choice was that? Okay, what else? See, these are your choices, like we all make it. These are fixable. by doing the right thing, you know it's the right choice. We all know. You consciously continue to make the wrong choice,
That's what,
which I wish you wouldn't do. Not only for your sake, for your family.
So,
believe us.
Where are you in things?
right now I'm having trouble. I'm making better decisions now.
Okay.
But I think maybe I just needed to see that, making bad decisions has consequences too. Like I said, I just wanted to, because yeah, so I got locked up and they offered
Yeah,
it.
there's a great book written by
Great.
a person named, it says, I am third. I am third. Our creator is first, others are second, including our family. I come in third. And that's,
Yes,
you know, it has a good message. It certainly plays out a lot here in this room. So people who forget that they have responsibilities that are more important
yes,
to them, especially family. You didn't get to pick them. I mean, people, you know, our creator and gifted you with that. All right. So what do we do?
Well, I would suggest defer adjudicated probation, not because our 10/10 is a third degree. I suppose you wouldn't extend their exposure if you could defer. If you sentence her to 5, if you knock her out, Your Honor, parole being what it is with a non-aggravated offense, you probably would do it the most too, as long as she doesn't get any type of problems when she's in institutionalized. So I think probation actually may be the harder course for her at this point with the exposure. You're doubling her exposure to 10 versus 5 in the event that she isn't able to maintain a law-abiding lifestyle and abide by the conditions of probation. So arguably, I think that the probation is a harder sentence potentially than the 5. And again, she evidenced as far as her behavior since being released from state jail, not accumulating any other cases. Well, I mean, other than this, I suppose, with offense state, that she is amenable to rehabilitation and amenable to the MRT program. So I would argue that the entity of society would be better served if she were placed on probation and attempt to rehabilitate her and incarcerate her.